Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is jmerise, and by the title of this video today, I will be discussing the tips and tricks that comes with college. I'm going to be a 5th year this year. Wow, 5 years. I'm going to be a 5th year this year, and I thought I would share some things that I've learned throughout these last 5 years about classes and setting success up for yourself, and I think that'd be a really good way to start the school year. If you like the content in this video, do not forget to give this a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can join the grape gang, because we love grapes in this house, and don't forget to hit that bell so you know every single time that I upload. Let's get started with the video. My first tip for success in college is, after receiving your syllabus for all your classes, take the time to put your class schedule, your assignments and their due dates, and the test dates into your schedule and planner. I have been doing this all throughout college, and it has proven very successful for me and how I build my semester for myself. I usually color code every single class. It helps me differ from each class. You know, usually science classes or like mental based classes get like blues and greens, and then usually art classes gets like pinks or purples, but that's just for me. And I know for some people color coding does not work. I'm a firm believer of you miss a day, you miss a lot, and I think that definitely applies to college. Usually if you miss a day or you miss a week, you can slow down so quickly and it is hard to catch up. Having all those things in your planner or your schedule will actually have that little bit of cushion for you, so when you do have to miss class, you know exactly what's going on, what to work on, and so when you come to the next lecture, you don't look like a deer in headlights. My second tip is to rent or buy books after the first week of classes. Now, I remember my freshman year of college, I bought a $250 textbook that I didn't even use for the whole semester, and it wasted my money. Teachers usually tell you if you're going to need the textbook or if they're going to be providing the reading materials for the semester, so I would definitely wait until the second week to buy any sort of books. My third tip is to introduce yourself to your teacher. Now, I know this varies from teacher to student, but I like to do this with classes that I know I'm going to be talking a lot in, or in a class that I really care about. Building that relationship with your teacher early on could actually help you when it comes to getting extra credit or even landing an internship. So really take advantage of that. My third tip is to participate. Now, I know that sounds very vague, but I know in high school it's very easy to let the teacher just go on with their lesson when no one else would speak. But in college, that is very inescapable. Most, if not all, your classes will have a participation score included in your overall grade, which includes or factors other people, especially if you're working in a group project or group discussion. College teachers will also match your energy, so if they ask a question and you're not replying to them, they will be silent. They will not talk until someone else talks, and that kind of gets a little awkward. Now, I understand, people do have social anxiety when it comes to talking, but I also think there's a larger aspect at play here, because when you actually really talk to most college students, they either don't like public speaking, they haven't learned much about public speaking, or they just never really encountered it. And public speaking is probably a really big factor in college, and it's going to be a big factor in whatever job that you do. So it shows when people just don't talk or they don't know how to discuss. And so then you have, in an average 40-person class, the same 5 people talking, and it can get a little monotonous. So if you are in a discussion-based class and you have to talk with a group of 4 people, take that time and actually participate and talk, because that actually does count for your grade. And usually the teachers are roaming, so they know if you're talking and they know if you're participating. So that's something you should really take into account. My 5th tip is to create your own note-taking system. Now, for me, I think note-taking is important, and over the course of college, it definitely has varied and changed. I used to literally copy down word for word from the PowerPoint to my piece of paper until I realized it was very useless. So what I did instead was that I paraphrased whatever the teacher was talking about and only cut out the stuff that I knew I didn't need and kept the writing in that I did need. Also, if you're in a discussion-based class, actually write down your classmates' answers to what you guys are discussing, because you can use it on a test or on a post or even for a paper, and it does come in handy. Even sometimes students can even explain a concept better than a teacher. Having your own note-taking system when you do come to study, it's going to be more concise for you and easy to find whenever you need to find answers or create questions for yourself, especially when it comes to study guides, because most of the time, a teacher is going to either hand you a list of things that you should know, or they won't give you anything. So you pretty much have to create your own study guide for when you study for tests. So note-taking is very important. Here's a lightning round on quick tips. If you have time in between classes, try and work on the homework from the previous class. Therefore, it's going to be fresh in your mind when you go to your next lecture. If you're going to be on campus this semester, don't forget to sanitize your workplace area and wash your hands after every single class. Also, pack your lunch. Realizing that you spent $30 at the end of the week on campus food is kind of a downer on your mood and your bank account. So take that $30 and go to the grocery store and plan some meals for yourself. You can literally make 5 meals out of that. Load at least $20 on your student account for emergencies. Like as if you're going to print out something and your printer ran out of ink, so you have to go to the library and print it out. An easy way to make friends is actually through your classes, especially if you're going through it in that classes. Usually that's the best way to create study groups and even find a good network when it comes to roommates too. Okay everyone, that is all my tips and tricks for the 2020-2021 school year. I hope everyone has a fun and safe year. And as my sister told me every single day as I went to school, go learn something today.